Good morning. It's 10:06. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. I got Anthony Macaluso in. We're going to hang out a bit on Facebook with you, and then we're going to go on the FM and share everything that Anthony has going on. Anthony.
Yes, sir.
You're a busy man.
Yes, sir.
How do you do it all?
I don't sleep.
You don't sleep.
I'm like one of our friends who stays up till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Working.
Working.
Yeah. You have a family? How are things going?
Very well.
Hey, so the new year, 2020, was it easy transition from 2019 for you?
Absolutely. I was here actually for 2019 to 2020.
Yeah.
I was in y'all's back parking lot.
And what did you have set up out there?
We had I don't even remember. We had like 4 or 5 jumpers. Watching the kids, man. The kids had a blast.
I was jealous.
You weren't here, or you were here.
I was here, but I wasn't out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were. Isn't that when you called me? You're like, "Hey, where am I supposed to go with these things?"
Yep. I had no idea.
What's going on? And they told me the backside of the building. Have you ever, did you realize? Well, obviously you did. There's the backside of the building. I should go.
I may or may not, after River gets out of school, we go and play on the playground.
Oh, okay.
So, I knew about it.
Cool.
But it's hidden, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So let's talk about the bounce house business first for a bit. We're going to talk about a lot because Anthony has a lot of hats that he wears. Like he has a realtor hat on.
I do.
But he's not just wearing that one today. So you have a business. What's the name and what do you got?
We have, which one?
The bounce house.
Okay, we have Rockin' Rivers Bounce House and Party Supplies. So it's just, anything from bounce houses, tables, chairs.
Wrestling show? That's what it sounds like. You got tables and chairs. You got ladders?
No, but we are with UPW on the 7th.
Yes.
We're going to be there.
Bay Cliff.
And the Bay Cliff show. Actually, we were just talking about it with Chevy this morning. There's going to be some really cool things going on. I know they have some meetings today. So the 7th of February. Pretty excited about that one.
I'm wondering what the outfit choice will be.
For Chevy?
Yeah.
I already know.
Man.
I already know.
Oh.
And word on the street is, and I'm hoping this happens, I may be the ring guy.
Really?
Or the bell guy. So me and Chevy were like, man, it would be awesome if we could coordinate our outfits and just be 2 fancy looking fellas. So we're working on that. We're talking tuxedo t-shirts at the least.
Oh, legit.
Yeah, something nice.
100%. So I haven't seen Chevy in several weeks, right?
You're not missing much.
Did he dye his hair, or does he have a white patch right there?
I seen that in a picture, and he's always wearing a hat.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I forgot to ask him.
Did he have a hat on today?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Because it looks like he has like a I was like, man, that's a really cool spot. A white spot that grew in.
Thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know. I think he did dye it because I seen pictures or whatever.
Did he turn heel?
He's always heel. What's his motto? Keep it heel, keep it real, or keep it real, keep it heel? Yeah. So,
man.
No, I don't know. I guess I should have looked. I'm not that good of a friend. When we get together, it's all
Take
about
off your
wrestling.
Hat. Yeah.
That's all we talk about.
Yeah, but that would be kind of weird. Like, hey, take off your hat real quick. Let me see your hair. What you got going on under there?
He's a barber, so he'd probably be like, "Oh, that's cool. Let me let you look at it."
Yeah. So shout out to Riot Barber Studio in Santa Fe. My first guest who I had on earlier, Gina, she was mentioning taking her 9-year-old twins to go see Chevy, and one of them was getting a haircut. The other one was like, "I want to come back." And can we come here, Mom? And he was like, "You haven't even gotten your hair cut yet, kid."
He's awesome with kids. He cuts River's hair, but what's cool about this place is the nostalgia stuff that he brings in. He's got all the old wrestling memorabilia. He's got just random things laying around, and it's awesome. He's got a real cool setup.
I wonder if he would even cut people who aren't into wrestling's hair.
He does, because that's one thing on this podcast he was talking about, yesterday's podcast.
A new one that came out.
Yeah, just like, people come in and they don't even know, anything about wrestling, but they'll see the belt and they'll start talking about it, and somehow they'll bring back their childhood.
Sure.
So, it's just old school stuff, and that's what I liked.
Cool. So let's kick it on the FM. If you're watching on Facebook, smash the share button. I'm going to start doing giveaways like randomly to people that share it, but you got to share it. And I had the studio like looking spotless and clean.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Now there is so much stuff to give away, and I get stuff like all the time. I can't keep it all for myself.
What's all that feed over there?
That's from our good friends at Hippie Fertilizing.
Ah, yeah.
And if I don't give that away soon, it's going to end up on my yard because it's about that time.
It is.
So here we go.
Some good people, too.
They are. Oh, yeah. That's right. You had used some stuff for like some trees and stuff, right? That you were looking at.
Some dead spots.
It happens. It happens.
It does.
Yeah. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It is 10:11 on a Wednesday morning. I got Mr. Anthony Macaluso here in studio. Anthony, how are you doing today?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad that you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
So I hit you up last week, right?
Yes.
It's like, Anthony, you want to come in studio? And so the first thing you said when you walk in today was...
What are we talking about?
And in my head, I was like, what do you mean, what are we talking about? So share a little bit about yourself, Anthony. Where are you from, and what do you have going on? Because you have a lot going on.
I am from beautiful Santa Fe, Texas. Yeah, we've got a lot. We, my wife and I own a few businesses. We own Brock and Rivers Bounce House and Party Supplies. We own, with some other friends, the Gun Vault of Texas, which is an up-and-coming gun store, firearms, accessories, and whatnots. Lots of whatnots. So, yeah. And then I'm a realtor.
Yeah. Whenever you say whatnots and it comes to like firearms and stuff, are you talking like bulletproof vests, like
not just like
night
whatnots,
vision
bro.
Goggles?
Whatever they want, I can get.
You can get it.
I just like the word whatnots. I mean, because it leaves everything open. You know, you're like, oh, what else can they get? Whatnot,
yeah.
You know?
Has somebody asked you for something that you're like, I don't know. That's a great question. Let me see if I can figure it out and find it.
Yeah, I've been in the business a long time in that type of retail business, and yeah, there's some random questions.
Yeah. So our friend, we have a mutual friend named Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Lizzie, they own Southern Sass Vinyl and More in Leak City. They've made shirts for
They've
you.
made shirts for
hats,
shirts for every business so far.
Yeah, and I saw you posted a picture of I guess that's a handgun. What did he get? He got that from you, right?
It was a Kimber or something, Kimber Micro, I think. Yeah, he got that, some extra magazines, some ammo. Paul's a good dude.
Yeah,
they're both good people.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they made some shirts for us. We have some Talk of Taco shirts over there that I'm thinking about doing as a giveaway. If you maybe share this video, I don't know. I can't wear them all. I'm only one size. I have one shirt, and that's all I need.
I mean, I'll take a Taco.
You want one?
Yes. Come on now.
Yeah, you can have one.
Sweet. I didn't even have to share this post.
Not yet, but you're going to share the post.
Oh, eventually I'll share it.
Yeah.
I was
One
excited.
day.
Y'all had a giveaway last month on something. I don't remember what it was, and I was all about it.
Yeah. Right now we have a giveaway
maybe it's
going for World Gym. It's a year
That's
membership.
What it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So I work out over at Anytime, but
yes.
I'm all about over there. I love the Sanctuary Gym. I mean, I'm a
You're like
gym
me.
person.
I want to collect gym memberships like Pokemon. Like I want to catch them all.
I want to pay for all of them. I mean, it's crazy.
Supporting all these local businesses.
Why not?
That's what it comes down to.
It is.
But if you can get one for free, I ain't opposed to that.
I used to go there, and it's an awesome gym, good facility, good
World
people.
Gym?
Yeah.
They're celebrating 5 years.
It's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
It doesn't. It seems longer just because the mall's been closed down so long.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like they've been there, I guess, that long.
Yeah. They have 50,000 square feet of space.
I see it.
And they're adding in new stuff. I feel like it's daily. There's still stuff that they're adding in. I was talking to Jessica Arsenault. She is the manager over the group fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, they know Jessica. She has a big personality, and I've heard so many good things about her. But she was sharing like new things that are coming up in March, in April, and May, and later this year. So I think it's this Saturday, starting at 2 o'clock. They are doing a big thing, and I know Booker's going to be out there, or Booker's Reality of Wrestling is going to be out there. I'm not sure if Booker or who is going to be out there, but some vendor tables
because they've got Royal Rumble this weekend.
Yeah, so it's going to be a good time on this Saturday. But this is what blew my mind. They're giving away at that event a 5-year membership for free.
What do I got to do?
I
Sign me up.
think just sign up.
Shoot, sign me up. I'm in.
And then I got a little hurt that they didn't give us a 5-year gym membership to give away for free. Just
a pesky 1 year,
just
bro.
Just a pesky one, yeah.
I mean, come on, step up your game, World's Gym.
Yeah.
Nah, they're an awesome. It's a good facility.
Yeah.
And the people, every time I go in there, everybody's super nice.
Mm-hmm. So you've been in this area, I guess, your entire life. Have you grown up in Galveston County?
Yep, my entire life. I haven't left Santa Fe.
So whenever that comes to real estate, does that work into your advantage for this area?
Yeah, it does, because I know the area really well. But it seems that most of my clients are further north out, which is fine with me. I still help a lot of the people in Santa Fe, but I cover a lot of the League City, Friendswood, Deer Park area, Pasadena, LaPorte, all that.
Yeah.
So.
And for you as a realtor, like if somebody's looking for a spot, do you go out and look, or are you more, hey, I found this spot, can you show me? Or is it a mixture of both, or whatever they want?
It's funny because real estate, even since I started 4 years ago, it's changed because everybody has a computer, everybody looks. I would have loved to have been doing real estate 20 years ago when there was no computers. I love looking at houses. That is like the ultimate thing for me, is walking into houses, checking them out, showing people, watching their facial expressions when they walk in. But now, I mean, they can look on the computer and it's like, oh, I don't like that house.
I did a
I
tour,
don't like that house.
a 360 tour with a drone shot and video and everything else. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't get to see as many as I want to, but ultimately I work for the client. So whatever the client wants to see, we're going to go look at.
Yeah.
Some perks, I've looked at houses just because I wanted to see them. I may have had somebody in mind. And then we still do tours. You go with different agents and you go do tours. So those are pretty fun.
Yeah.
But it's,
Is it common for somebody to see a house online? Maybe they hate it. You know, like whether it's the video, the tour, the location, something about it. And then when they get there, they actually see it in person and it's a, 180 switch.
To me, it's always opposite. So they'll see it online and like, oh my God,
wow.
I want this house. Let's go make an offer. I'm like, well, let's go look at it first. Let's not, draw to a conclusion. And then they get there and they hate it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, how often do you go look at a review on the restaurant and you're like, man, this place looks like it's awful. Let's go give it a try.
Yeah, not ever.
Yeah. So yeah, it's always opposite.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And things on the internet it's not always what it seems.
No, there's some amazing picture takers out there. So I laugh about that all the time. We'll look at the house and I'm like, man, that's not even the same house in the pictures, which it is, but color and angles and everything.
Well, the wide angle lens, I had heard, is it illegal? Like, okay, if I'm going to take pictures of a house and post them on the internet, are you allowed to doctor them?
Everybody doctors them.
There's
always some sort of editing on there. Like, I used to take my own pictures. I'm not good at. I mean, I can obviously take a picture, but I can't edit. So you wanna be able to brighten it up a little bit. That's the only thing on my pictures. All they do is brighten it up.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah, and I think that's how it should be. There's some people that use the fisheye lens or they use the wide angle, and it's just like makes the room, a 10 by 10 room, look like a 20 by 20.
Yeah.
And then you get in and you're like, it's just misleading. But I mean, you've got to get people in that door. I mean, it's a sales thing.
Yes.
So it makes sense. But no, there's not that I'm aware if there's any regulations against it or not.
Okay. Wow. So right now, I saw a post that you had shared. I think there was a house that is there one that you got listed?
Yeah, there's one in Deer Park. It's going to be hitting today. Actually, I've got to finish that up.
Yeah, the people that are like around that area. Well, they're good people. I used to work in Deer Park, LaPorte, like Seabrook area, but the refineries are right there. San Jack Central, it's a good spot to get to all these different things.
This one's right off the main. This is right off of X Street. So, I mean, it's right in the center of Deer Park, right over by 225. My friends, it was just some friends that I met through my brother. They purchased a house like 3 years ago, and now they want to come to Santa Fe. So I'm all about it, trying to get them closer to us.
Yeah.
So
people that are in Santa Fe, or like grew up in this area, I think they're kind of like a specific person. Like, and I was talking about this with Gina with the Education Foundation before, because it has a small town, like a hometown feel, and it's almost like it's not a suburb to like a big city, but maybe it is. I'm not sure the definition, but there's access to everything.
It's different. It is. I mean, growing up you grew up in Lamarck. Where'd you grow up? In Lamarck. So you've seen the difference what Santa Fe was 20 years ago compared to what it is now.
Yeah.
15 years ago. It's definitely growing. There's good things happening. I'm excited for the change, but I'm still a small town guy in mind, and I want it to stay like it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So I love the little small town like Tebaldo's, and there's Red Cap, which ain't Red Cap anymore, but all those small town little feels.
What's the coffee shop? Is it Mugshots?
Mugshots, yeah.
Have you been there yet?
I haven't. I don't drink coffee, but
no caffeine or no coffee or what?
I don't drink really caffeine. No, strictly a water guy. I'll enjoy a tea from time to time.
When you get wild?
When I get wild. No,
hot or cold?
Crazy. Cold. I ain't from.
I don't know if you like a hot tea. Like
no.
You like Kermit the Frog in a meme or something?
I drink Red Diamond. That's it.
Okay.
Red Diamond sweet tea. Hopefully my doctor don't hear that. Told me to get off the sweet tea. But no, everything I hear about Mugshots is awesome. Everybody talks how cool it is, but I just don't drink coffee.
Yeah, I need to get over there. I haven't had caffeine in like 12 days. No energy drinks or nothing.
That's good.
I've just been on this. I got this giant jug of water. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, maybe you can hear this.
How do you make it through the show?
So You know how I mentioned I was breaking up the show earlier?
That's it. You started that 12 days ago. It makes sense now. It's all adding up.
Yeah. No, there's a couple reasons, and this one actually was brand new yesterday. And at first,
That's
I
chump
was
stuff, man.
yeah.
I can finish that in a minute.
Well, I've been trying to do a gallon a day.
Yeah.
And that's about where I'm at. But there was a while I was like, if I'm drinking anything, it has to be out the jug.
Yeah.
It's out of, so I know exactly where I'm at. But now, like, if I went to the pit stop yesterday and I got a glass of water, so I didn't bring in my jug or like pour it in there, so I
It's
knew.
just random to bring it.
Yeah, I love the pit stop too much for them to judge me like that. And
Judge on. You know, that's how
Yeah.
I feel. If you're going to judge me, you're going to do it anyway.
So we're talking to Anthony Macaluso. He is the owner of Rockin' Rivers Bounce House and Party Supply. I almost called it Rockin' Rivers Barbecue, which maybe is an idea because that has a ring to it.
It's not an idea.
Dude, let's go.
Can't
Start a barbecue
I'm
restaurant.
done. I told you after Rockin' Rivers we weren't opening another business, right?
And then what happened?
We opened another business.
The Gun Vault.
Yeah. No more businesses.
The Gun Vault. And then you got Realty Solutions, Anthony Macaluso. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade houses, I don't know. Is that a possibility?
I mean, I guess we could. Yeah.
Anything's possible, right?
Anything's possible.
That's
Just
true.
a little title work. We can make it happen.
Somebody told me that in real estate, like anything is on the table. Like if you
100%.
walk into a house and you're like, I like that dining room table.
There
the table's on the table.
Bro, we had a few months ago, there was one, and it was my best friend, and there was a ceramic cat, just a random ceramic cat in the yard. I made that happen. They wanted it.
They wanted the cat.
They wanted the ceramic cat, and we made it happen.
Do they have to add more money for that?
Nah. You just say, hey, we want this cat.
I want the house and the cat.
Yep.
I wonder if somebody would actually give up their real pet. Have you ever seen those? Mainly on Instagram, those videos. It's like it's fake money, but they got a
Yeah.
briefcase. Like, I will give you $10,000 for your dog.
Yeah.
I will give you $100 million for your dog. And people are
Give
like,
me
"There's
$50
no way."
for my cat. You can have him. You know, I've had him for 13 years now, 12 years. You can take him. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, it's weird on the street, but it's okay in real estate.
Yeah. I'll sell anything.
Anything is on the table.
Yep, it happens.
Yeah.
So use it as bartering.
Are there like unwritten rules of real estate that you have seen? And I don't know what they would be.
Meaning what?
I guess like anything's on the table. Like one rule if it comes to like bartering, but maybe it's like pets are not on the table.
I did read a story that somebody was buying a farm, or they were buying something, and they ended up working a deal with the animals. You know, the cows or whatever.
They wanted
had
all
them.
the animals
Yeah.
for the ranch or farm.
Yeah, I did see that. I don't know how. And I guess you could write it up and be like, we want all the animals.
Hey, so here's a comment. This is from Stephanie. She said, "You ain't getting rid of Petty." Is that the name of your cat?
Yeah. Petty is my cat.
How'd you come up with that?
I'm a Kyle Petty race car fan.
Okay.
You'd think it would be Richard Petty,
Is that
his
it?
dad, but no, it was Kyle.
That's NASCAR?
Yeah.
What number is he?
He's not, but he was 45.
What do you mean he's not? Like he's just
retired. He's been retired for years. I mean, I think he was retired when he was still driving because he never won anything. The best I ever seen him do was third place, and it was like the day my kid was born. That's how happy I was when it happened.
Wow.
It was beautiful.
So when you retire, you give up your number. Does somebody else have the opportunity to claim it?
Yeah, somebody else drives it now. Not all. I think like Dale Earnhardt Sr. is the only one who doesn't. No, somebody does drive the 3-car now. So yeah, no, free game.
Everything's on the table.
Go for
Is
it.
nothing sacred anymore?
Not really, no.
They don't retire numbers like basketball jerseys?
No.
It's weird.
Is there a 34 on the Rockets still?
No way.
No? Okay.
Yeah, they've retired. There's like 3 or 4 numbers that they retire. It's not like the Celtics and Lakers where they're just like, we have 100 people,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
start
played in the
using
60s.
leathers now.
Yeah.
They ran out of numbers.
Man. Yeah, 83 and a half. All kinds of stuff. So right now it's 10:24. This is KHEA Radio.com, 99.5 FM, hanging out with Anthony Macaluso. He has a lot going on. So there's some things that I specifically want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is time management.
Yep.
How do you manage your time to make it as an entrepreneur, as a parent, as a husband? How do you do it?
It's tough. So on days during the week I still have my son. So it is River throughout the day when he takes a nap. I work on real estate for the most part. The bounce house kind of works itself. I mean, people call, I'll make appointments, make sure that's all.
But there's no storefront. You know, for the bounce house, you don't need it, right?
No, yeah, there's no storefront. Giant warehouses, though.
Yes.
But no storefront. So, yeah, they just call the phone. We make the appointments, emails, whatever. The gun business is a little different because people call, they'll email and say, hey, I need this. When can you get it? So that's that's a lot of planning on that, and I try to schedule it, accordingly with the people. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Real estate's obviously my number one job. So the way it works is family, real estate, and then whatever else I have.
So this is from Chris.
Oh, no.
Christopher said he puts his family to work. That's how you manage the time.
And I still work with them.
Yeah. Santa Fe Water Services.
Yes. So I still do things with them from time to time. So I mean, I am not a person to sit still. Obviously, if you're watching this, you see I move nonstop.
Yeah.
I like staying busy.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I noticed from what you shared is, having those multiple businesses, but you have those businesses kind of working for you whenever you're able to, hang out with your son.
Yeah.
Or do some other stuff. There's like the online stuff, or even like pictures and stuff you share.
Well, I mean, I look at it long term for me is we started Rockin' Rivers for a reason. We started that, A, to help a friend out because they wanted to get rid of it. But B is I want something for River to take over. So I thought, when he gets in high school, even junior high, him and his friends can start doing this together. Obviously, I'll be in the back, but I want him to make the business his own. The gun business is just
you love guns and firearms,
it's a
right?
Passion. Yeah, I guess I do. It's just a passion.
Yeah.
I have been in retail my entire life, my career life, and it's hard to get out of once you get in it. It's something fun. I love people, so I like making people happy.
Yeah.
And guns make people happy.
All right, let's talk about goal setting. Setting goals. And specifically, let's talk about the gun vault. That's the newest business, right?
Yes.
When did you officially launch that or announce that it was open?
Well, we did it on the show. Nobody knew. I mean, you didn't even know coming in.
I
didn't know I was going to talk about it. It just kind of happened. So October-ish, no, November. November, I guess, is when we kind of talked about it more. I wanted to. I was approached a few years ago about this and just kind of kept putting it off. And things just kind of fell in line. And so now here we are. We got about a 1-year plan that we're going to end up in the storefront, which is happening pretty soon. Our 5-year goal is to be in a big old store with a big old gun range. We want to take over the world over here. Yeah.
And you have a background, and you'd worked at a firearm facility before.
Yeah.
And, learned a lot, and you were the manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
But deep down, did you know that, hey, one day maybe I'll own my own store, or just things kind of fell into place?
No, I mean, I never planned on leaving where I was at. Things just happened. Life happens, and, I left and
really, you started doing more real estate at that point. I think.
Did that, and I was a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
And as trying it as it is, it's one of the most happiest times right now in my life is to see River, because there was times, I mean, I would go days without seeing him. I'll talk to him on the phone, but you have kids, you understand. So me being able to step away and watch him full time was a blessing for sure. But something in my heart I needed something more with, in that business. So that's when all the kind of cards fell together. My guys got together and we made this happen.
Yeah. Did you have a goal like, hey, we're going to do it before this year is over, or just like it just kind of worked out? It's like, hey,
it kind of worked out. Yeah, it was kind of a timing thing. I had clients still wanting stuff, and once you get to, I don't want to brag but once you got to the point kind of where I was, I had clients that spent really good money, and they trusted me, and that's in real estate, that's in any kind of business. If they trust you, they're going to figure out a way to make you kind of continue to help them. And that's what it was. I had people that trusted me, and they would call me, hey, can you get me this? I'm like, I'm not in the business anymore. Well, why don't you get in the business? And there we are.
And then it was like light bulb, ding.
Like I said, it's been going on for about 2 years. I was approached by some people a few years ago, and it was something that I always kept in the back of my mind. I would talk to my wife about it, and these guys would call once every few months, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, nah, it's not the time. No, it's not the time. And then it kind of happened. It was a time, and
it worked.
Well, we're here.
So within a year, so you have that goal to get into
something smaller. I want to start small, get our name out there, build our clientele. I got to build it back. I mean, I have a decent clientele, but I want to build it with new people.
Yes.
And then go from there and go big.
All right. What area are you looking at? Santa Fe or Galveston County?
I think I don't know. Santa Fe for sure. It's going to be Galveston County. I mean, I'm not leaving Galveston County. Everything that we have is here.
Yeah, being in real estate, I'm sure you're always looking around, or people are having you look at different areas, or riding with somebody, and there's always that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
That would probably make a good storefront.
Yeah.
A barber shop, a pizza place, right by my house. This would make a fast food place.
We need no more fast food places. Santa Fe can stop getting all that.
What does Santa Fe need?
I don't know. I mean,
like a grocery. The one thing I always hear is like they need
everybody
another grocery
wants
store.
A bigger HEB. Yeah. I mean, because honestly, I would say most people go to HEB in League City. They offer more. I still try to shop local. I still try to go to the smaller stores like Big Chief. It's not Big Chief anymore. See, that's when you know your old schools, because you keep calling the old names. It's Arlen's now. But I still go there. I'll go to the HEB in Santa Fe. I try to shop local as much as I can.
Yeah, that's important.
It is. I still buy all my feed from Tabaldo's. I'll never stop.
You buy what from there?
Feed.
So who are you feeding that to? What you got?
My cows.
How many cows do you have?
Some.
Like one?
Right now, I'm only fattening one. Yeah.
Are you gonna eat him, or what are you gonna do with them?
That's what we do.
Okay.
Don't judge me.
Do you do you milk the cow too?
No, they're not dairy cows.
I don't know. I don't know anything about cows.
You
I grew up in Lamar.
That's true. No, no, we do not. I don't do dairy cows.
Okay.
They're too skinny.
So whenever you were like school age, did you like raise and show cows?
Nope.
What got you into that?
I don't know.
Like at what point in life you're like, well, my neighbor has a cow, my dad has a cow, I get one.
My main thing is I like knowing what we're eating.
Yeah.
And if we can eat the cows and know what we put in them, then.
How much does a cow cost, and when do you buy it?
I bought this one in March of last year, and he'll be gone in March of this year.
Yeah, but like for like how much? Like at
it was cheap. It was I got it. They were just calves. I mean, we bought two of them at that time. I think they were like $200 a pop.
I want to buy a cow. Can I keep it at your house? Like, how does that work? Do I have to pay for food and board?
Yeah, room and board. Yeah. No, we ended up getting two. We have Starla, which is River's cow, and then we got this other one, and this other one's gonna be in our freezer.
Wait, are you naming them?
We named Starla. The ones we keep, we name.
Okay, I was gonna say you can't be naming.
Normally we do name the ones we're eating, but it's like
T-bone.
Yeah, we'll name it stuff like that. It's some sort of food thing.
Oh,
but
it breaks my heart.
Why?
I don't know. It's just weird.
You eat meat?
I do, but I'm thinking about stopping. And
don't do that.
I know. But there's multiple reasons, and I'm thinking about stopping. I don't know if I could do it, but right now I'm not eating beef. I'm only eating chicken. And I see you shaking your head at me.
Yeah.
But I'm doing this cleanse with Dr. Chapa, and that's part of it.
It's his fault. He's talking you out of it, bro.
And
I'm going to talk to him.
So this is week 2. I'm on week 2, and it's only 3 weeks. It's 21 days. I mean, after this detox and cleanse is over, I was talking to my wife, and I was like, what do you think about doing
You're not going to be able to do it because you eat too many tacos.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't know. But that's what I was thinking. I don't know if I could do it. I said, I'm thinking about doing a vegan diet. I don't know for how long, just to try it. Like, even like, let me do 5 days. Let me see if I could do it. Or 2 weeks or 3 weeks and go from there.
I couldn't make it 24 hours. I'll tell you that.
I could make it. I
I like chicken. I love red meat.
Yeah,
like
me too.
Fish.
But so talking to Dr. Chop, he's always like, if you're going to eat meat, know where it's from. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, that's what I'm like I'm trying to help myself by talking you into letting me raise a baby cow at your house.
Put it in your backyard.
Okay.
You've got a plenty big enough backyard.
You've been to my house.
I know.
Oh, man.
Would you eat the Christmas lights
on
the porch?
They would kick me out of my neighborhood so fast if I had a baby cow back. I'd have to keep it inside, and neighbors would still complain.
Your kid
would know.
Love it. They would love it.
Yes.
You're
right.
See them riding it down the stairs.
My wife would get upset because we're having a boy in March.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank
I never brought that up, and I seen a picture, and I was like, you know what? She may be pregnant. Yeah, I meant to ask you about that. So but March, when?
March, I think the 11th.
Push it to the 24th.
Is the date.
We could have like double birthday parties.
Is that your birthday?
That's River's birthday.
River's birthday.
Yep.
That would be fun.
What are y'all naming this one?
Luca. Luca.
Okay.
So if we had Luca and T-Bone, at the same time at the house, my wife, she may get mad at me because she won't even.
Just get a bottle calf, and I mean, she could just bottle feed both of them at the same time.
See, I like that.
You have to think of things like
multitasking. Okay, so your wife said y'all are potentially getting chicken soon. Is that true?
Well, we've had chickens for years, and then I gave them all to my brother because we had a pond dug, so I had to get tear our chicken coop down. But I am building another coop. It's taken forever, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, and speaking of having chickens, I know Chris is watching this stream right now, and was there something eating his chickens? Or
I think it was raccoons. No, he had something. I think it was either raccoons or possums. But, to be honest, Christopher has like 300 and something chickens. It's really not that many, but he's got a ton of chickens.
Why don't you just wait? Was it you going to his house and taking chickens? You're like,
I gave him chickens.
We may be getting chickens soon, and then next thing, like he's down to 299 chickens.
I don't want his stinking chickens. He tainted my chickens probably, and I don't even know if any of them are alive.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the other thing. I'm a really big fan of eggs.
Yeah.
As our family, we recently upgraded from buying like the 12-pack to the 18.
That's huge.
That's a big decision.
That is. That's a big decision.
Do
you get the large brown eggs or do you go white eggs?
So it depends. It depends on. So usually when we get the 12, we get the brown ones. But whenever I got the 18, I only saw the white ones.
You can go Ken's Hens out in Santa Fe has them.
That's true. I haven't been there yet, but I've heard a lot of good stuff about them. Isn't that the place, Ken's Hens in Santa Fe, where you just go in? Or is that the milk place?
No, the milk place.
And you're just like,
Santa
here's
Fe
my money.
Dairy. Yeah, they have it, but they carry the eggs and everything. But their eggs are also in HEB.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, then I have had Ken's Hens before.
There you go.
I have had those. And that's Santa Fe?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yep, he's in Santa Fe.
That's really cool. But going back to my potential vegan diet.
It's a bad decision. Why are we
Maybe
even
it
talking
is.
about it? No, it is. It's not maybe.
Well, you're not allowed to have eggs. And I'm a big egg fan. Like, I could just eat eggs. Like,
you
if I was like, no
make
meat
it
eggs.
because of the tacos. I mean, we would
I
take
could eat egg tacos.
We would take. You can have eggs. You just said it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay.
You're back out. See. I'm taking you off as an admin.
Yeah.
It's happening.
The taco.
Yep.
Of the taco.
You can have just a talk of vegans.
Man, vegan talk. I am a part of a Texas vegan food group.
So I have this addiction with trail mix. I mean, it's a really bad addiction. And me and my wife were joking a few days ago because I relapsed and bought some because I stopped eating it for a while and then I relapsed at the store and bought some. And I was like, I really need help. She's like, I don't think there's help for Trail Mix. There's a Trail Mix Anonymous people on Facebook. Give the world.
A Trail Mix Anonymous?
Yes. It's a beautiful thing. She was like, did you start that? I was like, absolutely not. I think it's awesome.
Are you the person who has the Trail Mix with the like M&Ms and the chocolate, the sweet, and Trail Mix is good.
My doctor is like, that's great because I don't eat much. He was like, it's a good fat to eat, blah, blah, blah. But I can't buy a bag and not eat it in 24 hours. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I'm not even hungry, but I'm going to walk past it.
It's a snack, yeah. It's like me with popcorn. I love popcorn, but I can't eat corn right now on the detox and cleanse.
There we go.
And we've talked about popcorn before, and you're like, it's a healthier snack, but not the way I like it. Because whenever I go to the popcorn.
You just throw butter all over it and sugar or salt.
Hey, like if I'm driving home, I will stop at Mall of the Mainland, get out of my car, go into Cinemark, order a large popcorn,
and
butter, salt, get back in my car, drive my happy self home. Popcorn's like halfway done by the time I get to my house.
But it smells good.
The car does smell nice.
Yeah.
My fingers do too, and I'm all buttery. So here's something that just got brought up. Gina, who was on with the Santa Fe Education Foundation before, said, hey, we didn't bring up the Santa Fe monkey. We did not bring up the Santa Fe monkey, who has not been spotted in a while.
Because it was fake. I told you that. Yeah. But now we got
It's still real to me.
It's not.
I'm like the wrestling guy.
And now I'm I'm wearing a Macho Man
I know, but it's like
shirt.
it's real to me. The monkey is real to me. So are you saying the Santa Fe monkey was fake?
Hoax.
It was a hoax.
Yep. They're covered for something.
There's been no,
well, you got the one in Galveston
spottings
rolling right now.
So what's going on in Galveston? Because Gina mentioned that, but is there a monkey on the loose in Galveston?
Yeah, somebody broke into a house and they had a monkey in the house and the monkey escaped.
So this is real though. Is this proven?
Legit, yeah. They showed pictures.
So they have actual pictures of
this
monkey.
Monkey's in like a pink shirt or something.
He was wearing clothes.
He was.
Did I-45 Now report it?
Yep.
That's the only news source I trust. I'm going to have to go check it out. I'm going to go find that. When did this happen?
Oh, man. 2-3 days ago?
Man, how did I miss that?
But here's the thing. Nobody is talking about how these people's house was burglarized. Nobody cares about that. It's so sad. And
it's just the monkey.
Yeah, the monkey's gone.
But what else? If they had a monkey, what else did they have?
Obviously nothing
probably
now.
Some really good
their
stuff.
House was probably taken.
Man. Because if you have a monkey,
wouldn't that be some things, man? You break in somebody's house and a monkey attacks you.
that's karma, like instant karma. That
100% karma.
spider monkey, like
Right?
coming at you.
You're like, oh, "Arr."
Yeah, instant regret.
Yeah. Does
Instant
Gina
regret.
think the monkey was real? I mean, she's got the end with Santa Fe, obviously, now.
She
so.
does. Yeah, Gina, let us know. Maybe if you're watching on Facebook or you want to.
I know the Santa Fe monkey on Facebook is.
Is he still up and running?
He did post about the monkey in Galveston.
Oh my God.
He said to hit him up and he can talk to it. So
Hang out and stuff.
pretty much.
See,
That's
he
a
is
dirty
real.
monkey, man.
He
It's
is
not.
real.
No, that monkey got some problems.
So they haven't captured the
comical,
monkey
though.
in Galveston?
Nope.
That monkey's gone. Well, he's trapped on the island unless he gets a hitch on
It's
the
like a Jumanji thing.
car. Yeah. Whenever Jumanji was in theaters, my family, we walked out, and I can't remember why. We were in San Antonio. And
Like
I was in elementary
The newest
school.
one or the? Oh, okay.
No, when I was a kid.
It was a legit movie.
I can't remember what happened, but there was something that was like, y'all want to go? Or like, this isn't good? Or I don't know, somebody said like a bad word or
I don't
not
remember. I
necessarily
don't
a
think
bad
so.
word or something.
It was a weird movie.
Maybe it was a
but
little too weird.
I think now as an adult, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Not that I could sit and watch it, but yeah.
I think they're coming out with a new Jumanji movie.
I
Like
thought they already
again.
did, or no? I
They
don't
did.
know.
They came out with the new Jumanji, and then I think they're like, we're back. So it'll maybe be like the third one. The second in the new series.
I won't watch it.
The Rock has to do something.
Right?
Smash these hits
Gotta
out.
do something.
Yeah.
Bring in some other wrestlers. I want to talk about Royal Rumble this weekend. Is anybody going? Are you going? You're not going.
So-
it's Sunday. No, you're not.
Yeah. So this weekend is nuts. There's a lot going on. There's like a gala that I'm supposed to be at on Friday. There's a gala I'm supposed to be on Saturday. Also, my wife's baby shower. So I'm not even sure if I can go to the gala because if I did, I'd have to go by myself, which I don't know if that's appropriate. And I don't know how that goes. I don't know. I've only been to one
I have
gala
a
in my
friend
life.
who was up at 2:00 in the morning. He'll go with you.
But I don't want to go with them.
I mean, what other options do you have?
Not much.
There you go.
And then I guess
Him or
you
your
said-
wife?
there's Reality of Wrestling is having. There's you said on Saturday.
No.
I thought you said this weekend.
No.
But
no, Royal Rumble's this weekend.
Oh, Royal Rumbles this weekend.
Yeah.
Man.
It's
So
gonna be
yeah,
big.
there's a lot.
Really excited.
Are you going?
Absolutely. That's what my wife wanted for her birthday.
Really?
Yep.
That's convenient
It is.
for you.
She loves wrestling as much as I do. So it's very
cool.
convenient.
Has your son River? Has he started to enjoy
Yes.
it?
So I took a video yesterday of him being Hacksaw Jim Duggan, just running around saying ho with his thumbs up. But yeah, he likes it. He gets really angry when we turn it on at first, but then he starts doing elbow drops, and it's all good from there.
Yeah.
Like tonight's wrestling. He'll get mad, but he'll get over it.
Yeah.
He enjoys it. He just body slams his bears.
What else has he started to show interest in? Because that's pretty cool. Like, whenever kids start to get, some personality and just showing interest in
He's
stuff.
full of personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves books, man. It's crazy how much he loves books.
Does he enjoy the bounce houses?
Yeah. He likes jumping. I'm weird because I don't bring him out like at the house anytime other than like a party because they're heavy and
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Did you realize how much work it was owning a bounce house business
Absolutely
before?
No. And it's been, I can't say it's been nice that, haven't been too busy during the holiday or during the winter time. But I'm preparing for the summer. It's the only reason I go to
It's
the
gonna be
gym
nuts,
is to get in shape for that.
Carrying around and cleaning.
Yeah.
I feel like cleaning is the hardest.
It is. It's not too bad. I mean, it's manageable as long as you clean them up before and then after.
Yeah.
Because we scrub them. I mean, we do it all. We keep them clean.
I was talking to a gentleman. There's a car show that's taking place at the Galveston County Fairgrounds.
Yes, and I feel awful because they called me and I haven't called them back. I met them, the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met them at Winterfest. And if you are listening, I am going to call y'all back. I promise. I have your wife's phone number. She called last week, and I was busy. Why do you still have the poker chips?
I have. Well, so this is a poker chip he gave me. So he goes by Blowout Biker Productions.
Yeah, that's him.
.com. And whenever you are known as the guy with the beard, like he has a legit beard.
Yeah, he has a nice beard.
A very nice beard. And he said that it makes him want to shave it because he'll have people come up, like younger guys, maybe someone like myself, I'd assume, being like, what kind of oils? Like, what products? And he's just like, oh, there's nothing more in the world that makes me just want to shave it off. And
hey, when I had a
it.
long beard, I don't know if you knew me, Y'all may have known me, but I used to use product.
Yeah. Well,
So.
it helps a bit. But he's like, I was like, well, do you shampoo? He's like, I'm not a savage. I was like, okay.
So yeah, if you are listening, I am going to call you back. My wife reminded me last night at like 9 o'clock to call y'all back, and I just keep forgetting.
Well, Blowout's wife, she commented, and she was like, yeah, that's actually who I reached out to. I'm talking to them about that.
Oh, so she just responded?
Well, no, she did on the day that he was on.
Okay, yeah.
He was on last week.
Promise I'm going to call y'all back.
Yeah, because they're going to have – that's one thing I think that they wanted to add from last year. This is their second annual to do. He's like, bounce houses. And I was like, I have a friend in the bounce house business, Rockin' Rivers. And he's like, that sounds familiar.
So I met him at the Santa Fe show in December, I guess, and super sweet people. And I grew up doing car shows and bike shows my entire life. So
really?
Yeah.
Well, I knew you were into cars. Didn't you do some like car sales? Weren't you in the car business, or did I make that up?
Never car sales. Yeah, you completely made that up. I was in parts. I did parts and then went into management from there.
Well, you have family that is in
my whole family
is in the car business.
Entire family, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's we did, like, me and my dad would do remodels on cars. We showed cars all the time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's the coolest thing that I guess you ever had the opportunity to work on or show?
My favorite thing, and my wife, that's probably we don't argue. We're a weird couple that doesn't really argue, but I think one of our, well, not even an argument. She was just sad. I had a '62 Cadillac Coupe de Ville that I just randomly sold. I don't get attached to anything, and she was attached to that car, and I sold it.
Just because?
Yeah, I get bored.
Whenever you like get rid of one, are you like looking at another one, or is it a fun project? You're just like,
yeah,
I'm gonna start another
right
business.
Now I want another truck, so I've been looking at different trucks. But yeah,
like a new truck or an old school truck?
No, an old truck. The Cadillac was a big one. That was
yeah. You know who has a really cool truck for sale?
Who's that?
It's Michael Matrenga. Do you know who that is?
I don't.
He is he's the director of the Tech City ISD, their security.
The security, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like an F-150. If I had to guess, it's because my dad had like a 1984 Ford F-150. But it's so it looks clean.
Yeah, I had an '89 F-150, and that was like the only
single cab.
No, it was a double cab or an extended cab. Or
whatever.
With
a little back.
But it was super, super tall, and I kept it mainly because my grandpa loved the truck, and I would have to have a ladder for him to get in. I always carried the ladder in the back so he could get in. It was like really tall. So that was the main reason I kept that truck. It was not practical. There was nothing. Gas mileage was awful. I mean, it was up to my chin. The tires were up to my chin. It was stupid.
Wow.
But my grandpa loved it.
Yeah.
So it's the only reason I kept it.
That's cool.
And then my niece wanted it for her first vehicle, and she kept it for like a month. And
what happened?
She didn't. I mean, it wasn't practical for her either.
Yeah.
It wasn't a practical truck at all.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and everybody liked looking at it.
So if you could get any car right now, a truck, anything, any year.
64 Bel Air.
A 64 Bel Air.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Does that have a back seat or?
Yeah, it's
two-door?
a rounded two-door. I mean, it's just, if you've seen it, you would know it.
Yeah. Why that one?
That's what I've always wanted.
Really?
Yep. It's the only car I haven't owned that I wanted.
Yeah.
I've had an addiction with cars. I've had over 30 in my lifetime.
What about bikes?
I've had a few bikes.
Are you a motorcycle guy?
I got one right now. Actually, we just went to Arkansas 2 weeks ago on it.
Okay. I wouldn't have been surprised if you were like, I was delivering a bounce house.
No. Went to Arkansas.
You rode out there on the bike?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and my aunt. We go out there and get our oil changed every year.
Just as a fun trip?
Yeah, go to the casino and drive out there.
That's cool.
Yep.
How long do you, like the weekend or what?
No, we made it and went up there one day, came back the next. We're planning a trip out to Georgia this year to ride in the mountains out there with my brother.
Yeah.
So
bikes are interesting because I feel like every bike I ever see posted, I've never owned one. I've never even ridden one. But every bike I see posted, the miles are low. It's like I got a 1992 Harley Davidson, 3,000 miles.
Mine's 2017, and it's only got like 4,000 miles.
Yeah.
But I don't ride. I mean, I would used to ride it to work, but work was 10 miles away.
Yeah.
So now I don't really ride it unless, if it's nice, I'll ride it to showings and stuff. But it's really random to keep going. If you've got 10 houses to show, you got to get off, take your helmet off, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because I wear, protective gear. I'm not weird or anything.
Yeah, and the gas mileage is like
it's amazing.
Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I filled up like 3 times on a 5-gallon tank.
5-gallon tank.
Yeah.
And so how many miles a gallon does it get?
A lot. I don't know. And it cost me, using premium like $10.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
Well, I guess like my car, I'm trying to think. I was like, because it sounds like so small, but it's like the car is like maybe double, like 11 or 12.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
if that.
considering what my truck gets, it's beautiful. I
Yeah.
love it. So
Oh yeah, your truck. That probably doesn't get good gas
no,
mileage.
Not at all.
You have a what kind?
Tundra.
It's a Toyota. Yeah.
Love it. Love the truck.
Yeah.
Didn't buy it for the gas mileage.
Man.
It's our second one, and I'm like, would have learned after the first one, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we've talked a little bit about, well, we started with real estate and some birthday parties. We talked about setting goals and time management.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about all the businesses that you have. Let's remind people, I guess, one more time. So what do you have going on, and then the best way to get a hold of you?
So we do have some fun things with Rockin' Rivers coming out. And probably the next week, my wife and I have been working on some just different packages and programs to offer for people and, kind of give them more for less, pretty much. So that's going to be dropping pretty soon. We're on Facebook with that at Rockin' Rivers Bounce House. On the web page is www.rockinriversbouncehouse.com, and then
I know the Gun Vault. How did they find you on Facebook for the Gun Vault?
at the Gun Vault TX, or of TX, yeah, that sounds right. At the Gun Vault of TX.
Yeah. Was that name your idea? Because that's a great name.
That was me.
The Gun Vault.
I bought the rights to the name, like 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
So you had thought of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then researched it?
I used to buy random domain names.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I still own one, thanksforthegumball.com.
Thanks for the what?
Thanksforthegumball.com. So if something good happens and it's just like a random, like a blessing, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
I always used to just say thanks for the gumball. And
I need that. You're like,
my idea was to like people could go on the website and just type in something good that happened to them, and it would just come out of like an old school gumball dispenser. I'm not creative at all, so I didn't make it happen. I think if you go on the site now, it's just a random gumball machine.
But you have that up there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've had it for years, never done anything with it, but I own just random domains.
So you have random domains.
Mm-hmm.
I bet there's like your next 10 businesses are probably like in those domain names.
Probably not.
I could ask you.
I'm done.
I could ask you, be like, what's your next business? You're like, I'm not opening another business. And then next month, I'm going to see like a post where you're going to come back on the show and share about the pizza place or like the car wash, the barbershop. Who knows?
Who knows?
The car wash,
I would
pizza
buy a
shop,
car
barbershop,
wash.
all in one.
I'd buy a car wash.
Car wash is cool.
Actually, if I ever bought anything else, next adventure would be storage units. Me and my brother have talked about storage units for years.
What is it about that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. There's just something about storage units. I mean, they're always full.
Yeah.
And they're stupid expensive.
Yeah.
So
there's a place called Garage Ultimate. I had the gentleman on the show yesterday, Monday actually, and what they are is it's like a storage unit, but for strictly cars, for boats, for motorcycles, where they.
So that is, I don't know what this guy does, but that is something me and my dad talked about years ago about opening, renting out garages. So if you want to go work on your truck, we have a lift, we've got tools, and you go do your thing. Is that what it is?
Exactly what it is.
That man read my mind.
It's in Friendswood. It's in Friendswood, and
it's genius.
Yeah, he said that he had heard about it. He saw one in Colorado, and started doing some research and found a spot. Has about 10 acres, and there's 5 phases. The first phase opened in October, and they're having a car show coming up pretty quick. I was like, that's great. If you have all that space,
it's genius.
Get people in there, and the best marketing you can do is people just telling their friends, I found Anthony as a realtor. I found this, or you have a car enthusiast.
Yep.
At the car show. I can keep my car here. I think about people who live in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to work on your car.
Nope. No, that's something me and my dad talked about for years. That's awesome that somebody did it.
Yeah.
I never knew it existed, and now that you're bringing it up, I'm like, man, that's genius.
Garage Ultimate, yeah.
I'm going to look them up.
Yeah, check them out. And they have a bunch of events they're trying to plan out, once a month and doing some really cool things.
I'll have to follow them.
Yeah.
But, yep, and then the real estate's just Anthony Macaluso Realty Solutions. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
All kinds of fun things.
So you got a busy weekend?
No, not really.
With wrestling?
Wrestling.
At least?
Sunday. I'm excited. I don't know what else we got going on.
Yeah.
Never really know.
That's cool.
There's another wrestling show on Saturday I kind of want to go to, but
where at?
Toyota Center.
Yeah.
So
when is the next UPW?
February 7th.
And you're going to be there for sure.
I'm always there. I sponsor their shows. I think Bart's, what he's trying to bring in is awesome. I love underground wrestling like that. So, these guys, they don't have the big names like, you wouldn't know. I mean, your cousin wrestles in it. So it's just super cool to see the want. It's like the college football or baseball of wrestling, and that's what I like. I like seeing people still want it.
You got to be hungry. Yeah, really just go out there. Like at the last show, I had helped with the song selection, and there were people. My cousin was one of them. My cousin wrestles for UPW and DZW, and he's working hard for it. But he came straight from work, lives in Katy, works in Katy. He walked in. I mean, it's like 10 minutes before the bell is supposed to ring. He walks in, with his
drink
bag.
Of water, bro. That killed me. I was
had
laughing
to change,
so much.
Put on his little shorts, and then he was like, maybe the second match, or if not the first.
Yeah, he was, I think, the first match.
Yeah, came out and got a drink of water. He's like, I was legit thirsty because he had a chance
Heal
to
it up,
anything.
man. I ain't hating on it. But yeah, that's on February 7th. That'll be a good show. I was talking to Chevy about it, and they've got a lot of random things about to happen. So
All right.
It's going to be exciting. I'm
Cool.
sure you'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll be sitting together with our bells and ding.
Yeah, I'm sure if I go there, they'll be asking me like,
I told him I'm nervous about it, bro.
With the bell?
Yeah, I am.
Well, you got to hit it right because they're also going to sound like a pansy.
Because, right?
Bing! Like,
it's like, if I have to continue the ring, when do I know to stop? This is something, I've got to learn.
Ding, ding. Like if there's a fight afterwards, like stop the fight.
I know there was, they were having the problems. They didn't have a bell guy this last time, and one of the guys that usually set up the ring that works for UPW was doing it. And Chevy I said something to Chevy, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I talked to Bart. You want to ring the bell?" I was like, "Yes." So it'll be fun.
I'll ring the bell.
I'll be the bell ringer.
Hey, well, thank you for hanging out today,
Thank you,
Anthony.
man.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. All right, Facebook. See you guys soon. Y'all be blessed.